elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive.
Nah, I don't want to.
But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. The run inside. It's Carr. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Not bad.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Throwing, Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Huskies have their offense in high gear. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Damn.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be 3rd and long. Using the quick game.
Get up.
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, going for it and getting it on 4th down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do.
Here's a little room there.
Bro, get out of my way. God damn.
Down to the 42.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes like.
Oh, wow.
And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Damn.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10.
Oh.
They'll run the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice.
There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams.
God damn.
For the 11th time this season. He's brought down a short return.
It's okay.
Comes out on top with a pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
They're watching him, so I got. Yeah.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hansen. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah.
the RPO complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. To the air, it's Beck. Rushes on him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Peoples. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal try. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That pulls them to within 15. 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offense.
They're going to be watching ads, so it's a triangle.
We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the...
Makes a grab and room to run. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Moss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Williams to throw for it on 4th.
Oh my God.
Incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, actually, this is pretty. Oh, that close.
You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.
Nice. Nice. Oh. Damn. I just gotta beat them. So, we beat Purdue. We just gotta beat Michigan State. Then Indiana. There's 3 sets, Jesus. Then we gotta beat Oregon.
On the banks of the Red Cedar in East Lansing, Spartan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan State Spartans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Washington head coach before the game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. No shot to return that one as he
We'll be
moved it out of the back of the end
10-0.
zone. So Michigan State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes Alessio Milivojevic. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass.
They're like, kind of fucking close to us.
It's Edwards. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass.
Wow.
Over the middle, it's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands, it's Rios. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So Washington's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. Listen to this noise. You
That's not the play, but
think as this
nice
defense
try.
has them pinned deep in their own end.
I know the play.
Man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen.
I'm just going to take you guys out of the game.
It's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip? Right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just
I'm
has
just
this
going to take you
unbelievable
guys
playmaking,
completely
and
out of
we
your
will see it
fucking
today
game.
at some point in the ballgame.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Williams makes the catch. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Hey, man, that's
Just
unbelievable.
fantastic
That is a
this way,
really
okay.
good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Circle's going to go this way.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Williams will pass. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Triangle's going this
They've
way.
got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground.
Cool name, but
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. Looking for room. It's Edwards. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another one.
Oh, he wants it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
All right, we can't do nothing.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Oh, yeah.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to run it with Washington. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That was done.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Full start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I don't know why you would do that 1st and fucking 15, dumbass.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Oh,
He's
wow.
got an open man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Yay, we got something.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Throwing right. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
But, dude, I'm not.
Rides to the back. Could be an alley. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to Washington. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. running inside. It's Washington. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Pressure coming. And he was flat. Missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much. And it was a bad throw. Looking to move the chains. Washington now on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll give it to Washington. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Washington. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the move. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The run inside. It's Carr. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They've been aggressive on 4th down. They've already converted twice, and they'll try it again. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Carr. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Throwing, Williams. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Williams looking for a man. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Puts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
I know the aggressive plays to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Tom.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here.
Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Michigan State's offense heads out ready to go to work. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the win.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him.
Got a little grass. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams lets it fly. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. This is a designed run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Williams will pass. Makes the grab on the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Play fake, Williams. Using his legs, keeping his eyes down.
Oh my fucking.
Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
What? Fucking.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down.
Might as well.
Williams. A shot toward the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
What's
that
that?
decision will be questioned for a while. Clock is wound down. Just over 20 seconds to go.
That's like 20 seconds, bro. Hurry up, but.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Edwards. They didn't even let that one get started as they stuff things up in the middle and the clock winds down here late in the 2nd quarter. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Hurricanes looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Spartan Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Huskies head coach told me coming out of the locker room, the message to his team in the locker room was, you can be the hammer or you can be the nail here to start this second half. So far they've been the hammer. A terrific start to this game. They've got the blowout, the opponent on the ropes. But he said, we will be determined by how we finish strong. Keep hammering away. That's the kind of team we want to be this season.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Holy crap.
They'll snap it from the 32. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Carr. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe he needed a few
I'm
more
like
chain
so
links to
fucking
move the
hot.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot
I'm
it at
warm
the
the
28.
fucking.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. Crook got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've been dominated, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Here's Williams to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Carr.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Running inside, it's Edwards. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets a block. Can they catch him? He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here comes the Washington offense to start the... Oh, he's got some space. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's a draw. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Huskies. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Fires to the middle. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming.
Oh, my God.
Sure what the answer is, because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Misses
what the fuck are you throwing, dude? Like,
and the Spartans will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day.
yeah, sucky teams should be in.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Inside the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set.
I'm not risking any more interceptions.
Going to the ground. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Bring in the heat. And that one's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2.
Maybe some room here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Can't get him to the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football and hope it's still alive.
All right.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Spend your days coaching lazy kids and getting yelled at by the parents. Come on, George. Don't forget the dirty loops after you lose, like you're the one that fumbled on the 3-yard line. That's the job you want.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
See if I'm fired.
Well, if that happens, you can always
Reads it, fires complete. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, man. Their fans have been hungry to see that.
Tim Sheldon's
And
called
the
to talk to
Spartans
you
now
about
with a
coaching
long
levels.
way to go to pick up the first
And you know
down.
the president pretty well.
Dropping back, it's Fancher.
They're used to losing, so it's not
Finds his man. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Sparty. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to forget they're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He'll start the return inside his spot. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Whether he is or he isn't. We don't have a football
Trying to
team.
make this defense bow down to Washington.
We are a science-focused
Up 1 to the 23.
Oh, it's not soccer.
This is an area of the game on
Where we
offense
got
you've got
Texas
to be able
A&M.
to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first downs. You have to be able to.
24 is your WrestleMania debut in this incredible match with Undertaker and Edge. Taker was always so cool. And then I always say, like, especially at that point, in my opinion, he's the best wrestler in the world.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so
got to learn from him in the best seat in the house, ringside every night. It was surreal.
All the
Was there
coaches
something
talk about it
specific
every
that
single
Edge
time
did
we meet with
at
them.
that young
They've
age?
been
You're watching
brilliant
going,
at it.
oh, I never
Built
thought
the
about
lead.
doing it like
They've
that.
got a
It was
good
just
chance to
everything.
finish
Just
this
everything.
one
I
out
feel
if
like
they keep
he's
at
the
it.
champion. He's representing the company. He has that responsibility. You see, like, that's a big deal. It was a surreal learning experience. It's changed my whole life. WrestleMania 24 is your WrestleMania debut in this incredible match with Undertaker and Edge. Taker was always so cool. And then I always say, like, obviously, Adam, especially at that point, in my opinion, he's the best wrestler in the world.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
22-year-old idiot kids got to learn from him, the best seat in the house, ringside every night. It was surreal. Was there something specific that Edge did at that young age that you're watching going, oh, I never thought about doing it like that? There's just everything. There's everything. Because he's the champion. You know, he's representing the company. He has that responsibility. You see, like, that's a big deal. It was a surreal learning. It's changed my whole life. WrestleMania 24, it was a WrestleMania debut in this incredible match with Undertaker and Edge. Taker was always so cool. And then I always say, like, obviously, Adam, especially at that point, in my opinion, he's the best wrestler in the world. And Matt and I, 22-year-old idiot kids, got to learn from him in the best seat in the house, ringside every night. It was surreal. Was there something specific that Edge did at that young age that you're watching going, oh, I never thought about doing it like that? It's just everything. It's everything. It's like, he's the...
They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. Already 2 for 2 on this drive.
You don't say.
Mother?
Have a seat. Not in your father's chair.
Well, Mother, what's this about?
You, darling. It's all about you. So tell me, what have you been up to while I've been away?
Well, Mother,
this
I'm
drive
glad
has
the
been
board is here.
exclusively
There's
on
several
the ground.
decisions
Could
that
they
you
be
made,
setting up
including
a shot
hiring Miss
play?
Dexter, is not in the best
From the
interest
gun,
of
the
this
running
company.
back has it.
Therefore, the board
Finding some
and I
room.
have voted to retire you.
He's brought
Is
down
that
the
so?
one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the
Unanimous?
12-yard line.
What about
The
my vote?
Huskies
For some
pounded the
reason,
rock to
you
move
don't
the
have
sticks
control
now
of share,
back to
do you?
work.
Are you
They're
sure
going to go
every
right
member
back to
voted?
him on first
All
down.
except the cavalry
Wrestled
company.
down at
They've
the
been silent for
8-yard
15
line. They
years.
threatened
They
deep
never
in the red
Well, maybe
zone.
it's high time they did.
It'll be second down, and
Yes, they
remember,
are.
they can pick up a
Eddie,
first
and
without
with the
scoring.
three of y'all unanimously
on the
scoot to the other
inside.
side of the table.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Mother, this is precisely why this company thinks it's very incompetent of running this company. But if they annex money,
Hustling ahead on
The
third
sun
and
is so
short.
bright. Have you never
And they're
considered
gonna put
looking into
another
the
one
managing
into the end
members
zone
of
as
the
they just
Calvary
keep
Company?
piling
of course I
points on the
have. It's Rams and
scoreboard.
Blanchett.
Lining
That
up
is
to
my
tack
main
one
man.
more onto that lead.
I'm Blanchett.
Austin, don't you remember your old colleague?
And they tacked on the extra point.
Nicholas,
They held the ball for 15 plays on that
Nick was
touchdown
one of the
drive.
most powerful
And they
stockbrokers in this
punctuated it with
company
a
until your
5-yard
little ego
touchdown
let him
run.
go. Apparently he's been advising Alice for years. Imagine my surprise when I found out she has quite a few shares in
No
this company.
chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of back of the end zone. It's a
So,
touchback.
Alice,
They'll put this
I
one
think
in
you're
play.
doing
First snap with the drive from the
I
25.
see no reason to change now.
my sentiments exactly. Well, now that I have the control and vote, there are a few changes effective immediately. Abby, I'd like for you to maintain as
Turn
COO.
the page to the
William,
next game
you're
because
fired.
things just have not been going
Meeting
their way,
adjourned.
throwing or running the football.
Mama, you're a millionaire.
They'll go
How
right
come
back
you
to
didn't
the
say
run.
anything? You
And
never
after
asked
they
me.
get him on the ground, that's going to do it. This is what you're looking
That
for.
dude wrote a check for
Better
his
team.
hat.
Go out and show it.
Eric,
Don't fool
I was
around
totally
with them.
wrong.
Go out and play to the standard of excellence.
How many Latinos in the crowd
You know
tonight?
you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas
Notice I
and just
asked
continue to
Latinos.
pile
I wasn't very
It's their
specific.
job to
If
stop.
you call a Latino the wrong one, there's an issue. You call a Mexican, a Salvadorian, we get mad. You call a Puerto Rican, a Dominican, they get mad. You call a Cuban, anything but a Cuban, you're going to get stabbed.
They just have better players, more physical, they're faster and sharp.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Harry
Everyone
Rowe,
here and everyone
I'm
at
Rich
home, I
Davis.
found
This
a
has been a
way to
presentation.
figure out who's who. It's very easy.